Hi, it's Bex here from the channel bexbugoutsurvivor, and just to bring you up to speed on a new idea that I've trialled, and in theory it's looking good. I haven't field tested it yet, but I'll show you the theory. I didn't want to put all my hammock gear into separate stuff sacks, taking it to camp, putting everything out one at a time. So I've rigged everything up to D-rings and carabiners. I'm piled everything into one stuff sack, and the great thing about this is it will go up on the tarp line first. It's the paracord from the tarp, and it's this that goes up first, and I just put it in a simple Venk knot. Around the back of the tree, over the right part, under, over, make a loop, tighten it up. Now there's other better knot tying videos if you don't know your hammock knots, but that's your Venk. So I've left the tarp line out, popping out the end of the stuff sack, and the stuff sack is just an old disused sleeping bag stuff sack. Now in here I have my tarp, under blanket, and the hammock itself. If I wanted to go with the sleeping bag inside the hammock, then pack it all up, I need a bigger stuff sack, and I have one. It's the MSS. So I've got a night out camping. It's nothing bushcrafty, it's just me having a lazy night out, again just reading a book, having a brew. If you want to come along, I'll bring you on video. So I might film it, I haven't decided. Like I said, I just fancy a bit of quiet downtime, but just in case you don't come with me for that video, I'll show you now at HQ. This is the one assembly setup for hammock, tarp and under blanket all in one. And the ridge line is only suspended from the edge of the tarp to the tree. It's just one length. I don't run a whole section all the way underneath for a ridge. I don't need one. Length of cord from a D ring or in your webbing at the end, straight to your tree. You will not get it any tighter than that, even with a ridge line. And what this enables me to do is carry the whole system in just one stuff sack. It's all in one, and the great thing about this is that the tarp goes up first, okay, because nothing is load bearing at the moment. You can put your tarp up first, adjust that, and then it's simply a matter of putting your hammock straps around afterwards. So let's have a look at how it goes up. Okay, all I had to do there was loosen off one of the ties of the tarp, pull it one way, and tighten it on the other, and that was just to centre it out a bit. Okay, so far just looks like an ordinary tarp, how you'd put up any other tarp. So what I have here is the under blanket, the hammock inside. So everything was inside there. Now I put up them hammock lines up to the tree, a little slightly lower than where I tied the tarp. And it's the same on the other side here. Okay, and there it is set up very, very quick, and it's the tarp line first, then the hammock lines. I even have the fiberglass pole in its folded position but sat in the sleeve, so I don't even need to do that. And as you notice, there's how the mosquito line has already been pre-attached to its fixing, along with the channel lines coming down here for the hammock under blanket. Now, none of these points with the Caribbeans are load bearing or have no stress, so when you sit in your hammock it's not pulling everything away from it, everything comes with you nicely. And I'll just show you what I mean. There's plenty of slack. Pull my under blanket right down to the ground. That's the Caribbean. That comes straight off the D-ring, off the end of the tarp. This loop here is what holds my netting. This one here, that's already on, is what keeps the suspension channels from my hammock under blanket in an upwards position, making it a little more snug. And doing the channels, the hammock channels like that, allows for the bottom of the hammock not to sag. And this isn't your channel line, this is your hang system, just enough to attach the under blanket to the actual hammock. And I've done it simply with one of them. Now it's the same both sides, one there on the outside, one side here. And if we come to the other side. It's an identical setup. There's my hammock, there's my netting system. Comes to a carabiner attached to a D-ring on the end of the tarp. The channel lines from the hammock also comes up to the D-ring attached to a carabiner. So I have a nice V shape, top line here, mosquito netting, channel lines, and further down we come to the hammock suspension webbing and a simple carabiner just to hold on to the under blanket. Remember, none of this is load bearing. Okay, now all that remains is just to peg it out. Okay, that's my 90 pattern sleeping bag, MMS stuff sack. So there's no reason theoretically I couldn't actually put the sleeping bag in that first inside the hammock and then try and pack it all into the MMS. Well, I didn't have too much trouble getting all that in quite quickly. And as you can see, two of the hammock hanging webbings and the tarp line has been left out at the end so it can go up into one. I only need to compress that a little bit. Okay, that's the complete hammock system, and right now none of this is modular. It will go up in one go with the tarp lines first, and then just take the weight of the hammock yourself on your bag, then with the hammock itself. My tie out points for the corners, as you'd expect, I would keep twisting like you'd expect, and some people tie a knot to keep it all together for next time. As you can see, I have an elastic band which is just hooked on to the end webbing, and I just feed everything into the elastic band. That's ready for next time. It's as easy as that. So everything went into that quite easily, I thought, and that is your hammock, the under blanket, the hammock, the under blanket, the tarp itself, and your sleeping bag. Now this simply goes on top of your pack. Always best to carry weight at the top. Leaving your hiking pack should be pretty light now to carry, but all the weights are at the top. So change clothes, stove and things in the pack itself. It's going to be easy to carry. Anyway, just in case I do film my next hammock overnight, and you're wondering how I set that up, that is how I do it. So I don't know what to call that one. The all-in-one hammock mod, I think that's what you'll find it under. Okay, until next time, hope you come with me, and I'll see you there. Take care.